You know what? Let's throw a little music in the background. How's your day going, Dan?
Oh, I just had some angel hair pasta and with some spaghetti sauce and some chicken and some pepper, so I'm great.
Yum, yum, yum. But you gotta ask yourself, what could make it even better?
Drugs?
Oh, I meant more like, I meant the show could make it better.
Drugs.
Oh, welcome to the party, Squire and Callan. You know what? Yeah, this is the audio equivalent of drugs.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, hell yeah.
Peep This Creep from the Deep by Pope Brandon Brownson.
Creep from the deep. That's what I call my penis.
Brandon, you might not be here right now, but you're here in spirit.
Yeah, but your spirit's here. In my
Possessing
pants.
Dan. Oh.
In my pants.
All right, well, F's in the chat for the bad things that are about to happen to Equinox. Granted, based on what we know about him so far, has anything good happened to Equinox?
I mean, he's got a super sick bow.
It's true.
So, I mean,
He got them daggers, but even the story on how he gets those are, in fact, sad.
yeah. You can't win them all, though.
Well, yeah, Equinox is proof of that.
He died as he lived, super depressed mood.
All right, well, give it just another moment here for some folks to trail on in before we hit the gas, hit the ground running, so to speak.
All gas, no brakes, let's go.
The Dan Bell story.
Nah.
All right, I think that's been quite enough of that.
Oh god, it got louder.
Yeah, it's the one weird thing this site does is the music gets really loud right before it goes off. Also, it's not lit up yet, but I got my
I can faintly see it. Why is it not lit, you fake fan?
Fake fan?
Fake fan? I said what I said.
Am I what do I look like, Callan?
You look like a bitch.
Callan's not a fake fan.
The girls are fighting.
Although we were out and about, and he did forget some lore.
I did remember that, and I tried to give him shit, and he's like, "You really stones in glass houses."
And Squire, no, you did not miss anything about Equinox being dead. We're just saying that depending on what happens in the stream tonight, you never know.
He fucking might be. Fucking knows what Robert's going to do to me.
Based on how it's based on how nice Dan wants to be to me tonight. How much sadder can this backstory get? Let's find out. So I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping. First off, we do have another episode coming out soon. And I also just, before this went live, made our next art poll. So I'm going to post that in the chat. So you can go to our Ko-fi and you'll be able to vote on some really cool choices for what our art will be in March.
I'm still anti-Ko-fi. It's Ko-fi.
Listen,
I don't give a damn what they say.
I'll say they tell me how to pronounce it. And by them, I mean a very specific support article. I've never talked to anyone from them. I would tell them my opinions.
It's like somebody saying GIF. Kill yourself.
Oh. So what do you... I really know what you think about that now.
Yeah. It's not graphics. It's graphics. It's GIF, bitch.
Welcome to our first solo stream, honored guest.
What I said.
Tonight's game focuses on Trevor Bennett, aka Equinox. As you may know, I'm your game master, RC. Tonight's stream uses Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition, the world's greatest superhero RPG, made by our friends at Green Ronin Publishing. For the uninitiated, the game's main mechanic is a d20 plus an ability modifier versus a difficulty check. This fast design facilitates cinematic action. Character creation offers near unlimited flexibility. The game also uses what are called hero points. With them, you can reroll dice, edit scenes, or modify or boost powers in a pinch. Players earn them by leaning into genre tropes and character traits, along with jokes I think are funny, and even jokes that sometimes aren't. Let's get started, and I am joined by
Dan Bell, baby.
And Dan, tell me a little bit about who you're playing tonight.
I am playing. I was about to say fan favorite, but my favorite. I think he's great. Because it's like the first time like I actually kind of like flushed out a backstory for like a one-off character. So I was like, I like him. So he's everything that I liked about Arrow that wasn't Oliver Queen. And that's but like with a splash of Cloak and Dagger in there.
That's
so yeah. Because, goddamn, I love the Arrow universe, but I want to punch Oliver Queen in the fucking trachea. Whiny little man, baby. I hate that man. But Equinox here, he's pretty okay. We like him. I don't know. I went off on a tangent. I forget what the question actually was, but
just to say a little bit about who you're playing.
Oh yeah, Equinox. He's hot. He has a bow. He has light daggers. His mom and dad are dead. Boo hoo.
We're getting dangerously close to whiny. Damn.
Wait, bitch, I like Equinox. I think he's cool.
All right. Well, diving on in, last we saw Equinox was shortly after leaving Area 51 after helping Pintar from Celtron 3.
I wanted to, my brain, I couldn't remember Pintar, and every time I thought about the alien, I just kept calling him Nesbit.
What?
I don't know why.
So after helping Pintar of Celtron 3, you escaped Area 51 with his spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
You were given some guidance by, let's say, I want to say villain. He's a lawyer who looks out for the less fortunate powered people.
The less fortunate powered people being,
in this case, Trevor Bennett, aka Equinox.
Fair. Pintar, the amazing ass crack. You know what? Valid.
So starting off, we're going to be doing a series essentially of vignettes, and we are going to fade in. It is January of 2024. And Trevor, the intel that Josh Goldberg has given you has sent you to the great city of Los Angeles.
Ooh, okay.
And you've been kind of chasing down some leads as to, again, on your continuing quest to find, who it was that kind of set the fuse of your parents' death.
Okay, and then what was what specifically am I in LA for? Like, what little nugget led me here?
Gotcha. So essentially, Josh, through some of his connections, has been able to track down a few members of the Azure Coven, which is the group, the splinter group of sorcerers that your parents were a part of. Mm-hmm. And essentially, you've tracked down. Let me pull up the name. You've tracked down Amy Burke, who was essentially a high-ranking member of the organization, which has since fallen apart, kind of a direct connection actually between, the event that killed your parents and sort of the group starting to further splinter off.
Does the splinter group have a name?
Not this particular one. A lot of them really don't. A lot of them usually are kind of focused around an individual. Like, I guess if we would call it anything, we would call it, the Burke Coven or the Burke Society, something to that effect.
Burke's bitches.
Burke's bitches.
Like Burt's bees, but it don't go on your lips.
Maybe.
Amy. Amy. Oh, my Lanta girl. We're just getting the game started.
So, yeah.
Everybody point at RC. Whore.
So this is a great time to let you know you start with one hero point, and you're really working on a deficit of getting any more.
Yeah, but I'm tough when I got moxie.
You do got the moxie.
It's one of my skill points here.
you've been trying to essentially, figure out where Burke is. You've kind of gotten at this stage a few of her low level guys, and that's where we're kind of fading in as you're in kind of the middle of a fight with a few of the mages, a few of the sorcerers.
Oh, okay. Bring it on. Let's go.
So yeah, there's let's say there's three of them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get the feeling that they're on your level in terms of just raw power, but they do seem to have some skills both in a physical fighting sense and in a magic sense. Like essentially, they've been using their magic in a lot like telekinesis, like kind of using it to push themselves away from your punches or even your arrows.
Okay, so they're already on the defensive.
Yeah, like one of them used essentially magic to run up a wall and do a backflip to get away from some of your knives.
Ooh, points for skill, but still a
So
bitch.
tell me what you're doing as you come into this fight, as we fade into this fight.
Okay, so we're in an alley.
Yeah, we're in an alley. It's nighttime. Let's say pitch of night. It's 11 p.m.
Ooh, it's dark.
Yeah, very dark.
I excel in the darkness.
I was gonna say, and there's a lot of street lamps lighting the way. Some of the light falls into this alley, but it's mostly drenched in darkness.
Oh, that's where I thrive. I'm like Rorschach in Watchmen. It's like, I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
All right. So let's start off with. So again, what are you doing then?
Okay. So the one that ran up the wall, are they kind of like surrounding me? Are they like boom, boom, boom in a row? Or are they like in like line?
At this point, there are two behind you and the one that just ran up the wall in front of you.
Okay, so I'm gonna let Homeboy go on with his gymnastics, and then as he he does that, I want to turn to the two that are behind me,
Okay.
and with my the shadow bind that I have, I want to kind of shadow bind them, if I can, from the walls of the alley, and kind of like knock their heads against the basically like if like you were to like knock somebody's head against the wall, but like I'm using like this shadow to bind them and like pull their.
Okay.
You get like a yo-yo.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'd say there's two parts to this that you're gonna have to do differently.
Okay.
One, I believe your shadow bind is to a single individual.
First
yeah, I don't believe anything about it is specifically for doing multiple people at once. Secondly, it sounds like you not only want to bind them but hurt them, correct? Like you're kind of bouncing their head against the wall.
Yeah.
You're trying to knock them out. No, I'm just, yeah. So essentially we would be doing two forms of extra effort here. One that would allow you to do both at once, and one that would link damage to this attack if you're successful.
Okay.
So essentially, do you want to use two levels of extra effort? And if you want to, potentially use one of those, use your hero point.
So if I did two and then I used the one hero point to negate the one, I would still be
you'd be fatigued, which would move at half speed.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'll do that because I still have my bow, so half speed is not that big a deal.
Okay. All right. Then in that case, what is the DC listed on there? If you want to read out the description of the power, even.
It is quite lengthy, but that's what she said. It says magical, first degree, hindered, vulnerable, second degree, defenseless, immobile. Oh, there it is. DC 17.
DC 17.
Yeah, alternate resistance, dodge. It's cumulative, extra condition, increased range, limited degree.
Okay. All right, so it seems like you got both of them, and now I'm going to roll for that linked damage to see if they are hurt. One of them is out. The other slams against the wall. Seems a little like wobbly, but is not out.
Okay.
But he is still trapped within the shadow bind that you have.
Oh, cool. I'll take it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the other one who ran up the wall does a sort of matrix run to get past you towards his ally.
I hate that this one's cool.
And he is going to throw a dagger at you. But I'm going to guess that a 16 does not beat your dodge plus 10.
It does not.
Does not. So that dagger narrowly misses you, tings off the ground as he lands.
I'd say more than narrow.
Okay, well,
by a wide margin.
Okay, fine.
I have a 21.
Then in that case, you threw up some shadows that just caught it and it disappeared.
And I also hit it with a nanny boo boo.
And then he actually lands himself right in the center of where the street light is hitting.
Ooh, do I get to see who it is?
No, I mean,
it's from behind them.
No, that's not so much like you've seen his face. You guys have been, kind of
Oh,
in
okay.
combat.
I thought you were
I'm
about to
just
like give me some like reveal, and I was like,
gotcha. No, nothing quite like that. He is just now no longer in any kind of shadow. He is
okay,
fully lit up.
he's about to be lit up.
And then yeah, the other one fails to get out of your shadow bind. So what would you like to do with your next turn?
So other homeboy, he's just like knocked out to the world, right?
Correct. Yeah. In fact, like your
Okay.
shadows are technically just holding him up at the moment.
Okay, so since other guy is trapped against the wall, I will shoot my shadow bow at homie in the light.
Okay. All right. Roll that
Ooh.
attack.
Actually, can I do it as where I? No, I'll just do it regular. We're not going to go crazy right now. Just a regular shot.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 13 plus
That hits.
10. Oh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you know these are not. Like I said, you did not get the sense that these guys are on the same level as you, so I'm not gonna have you, do a whole
God,
bunch
I
of-
didn't even get to do the math.
Well, because I also
Where's
know
this
that-
one Rachel's playing? Love you.
And so what's the DC on your bow then?
25.
25. Yeah, that arrow knocks into him, sends him crashing back into the light pole. And you get the feeling that he is unconscious as well.
Oh, okay, so then I just have homie here who's already trapped, so now I can scare him.
All right. So yeah. And in terms of how these guys are dressed, they're kind of dressed in normal streetwear. Like we're talking denim jeans, kind of like dark button-up shirts. Not like matching, but there's a similar vibe between them.
They all shop at the same Hot Topic.
I wouldn't say Hot Topic. We're saying that they all shop at like the let's say the Gap, like Abercrombie and Fitch. Like they're all right. I don't really know places to buy stuff. JCPenney.
I'd rather you tell me that I shop at JCPenney than I shop at the Gap.
I'm just saying that they don't look like they care too much about fashion.
They solely get their clothes from the Old Navy 4th of July sale.
Sure. All right. So yeah, what would you like to do if you're trying to intimidate him? He's still struggling against the binds, and he goes.
Oh yeah. So then, I don't think. I mean, there's no way for me to increase an intimidation. I don't think. But also, I'm quite intimidating as is.
I was saying you haven't even tried intimidation, so you wouldn't even be increasing it.
Yeah, I want to be like really intimidating. I want. What do you call it? Extra effort, my intimidation, like fucking like
Listen,
make I'm like the blood vessels in my eyes pop.
I was like, listen, if you want to go all this craziness on this guy, you're welcome to do it.
He just fucking shits his pants. In that case, I will roll a regular intimidation, and like even though he's like trapped against the wall, I'll also like get him by the throat and like push him even like harder into the wall and say, what the fuck's homegirl's name?
Amy
I would say,
Burke.
where is Amy Burke? I don't know why I'm trying to give him like a Batman type voice. I'm like, but this is what we got right now.
Yeah, this is just rage. I would say that's the feeling I'm getting. You're not trying to give him a voice so much as you're angry.
Just, where is Amy Burke?
Where is Amy Burke? I'm not telling you anything.
Do you see your two friends over here? Do you want to be like these assholes? I'll let you go if you give me Amy's location.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not worried about him.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check then.
Oh, it's a good thing I have a good modifier. It's an 18.
I think you also get a bonus, don't you, for your maybe not. 18's fine though. That definitely tells me how you're doing.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm just saying
this
like,
game is fuck math.
I'm just saying like there's a certain level you're trying to hit, but it's not that high. He's, you've got this guy captured. He's already at a disadvantage. Fine. You I think you can find her. If you let me down, I'll give you the address.
So, and I'll release my shadow bind. Like I'm still gonna be like I'm not like stepping back. Like I'm still directly in front of him, but I'll let the shadow bind go.
Do you have like paper or are you giving him your phone? How's he giving you the address?
I mean, I can just assume he's just gonna fucking tell it to me. I don't know if I don't have a business card.
Yeah, I'm asking like where are you putting it into?
I guess I write it, scribble it on a piece of paper, like a napkin from a diner.
All right, he gives you an address then.
Okay.
And so he says, "So we're good." And you type the address in, and it looks like kind of a not abandoned. Like when you like street view it, it looks just like a little run down, but not too bad. Definitely a place where
And
people could be staying.
okay, so then I'll say, yeah, we're good for now. You need to stop fucking around with this Amy girl. She's no good. I know what her kind is like. Make better choices. And then I go like thunk and like I like make his head like go back and like not hard, but like against the wall and like now get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I thought you were knocking him out for a second.
No, not knocking him out. Just like knock some fucking sense into your head.
You let the shadow binds come down, and he looks like a little uncertain, like he doesn't know if he can trust you. But then he just takes off running.
Yeah, it's like
I
I gotta hit him with a go on, get.
And moments later, you feel a knife start to slide into your back.
What the hell?
And you turn around and you realize that it's the other guy who you had knocked out, had woken back up.
I just let his friend go. What a little bitch.
And you're about to react when suddenly he is tied up against the wall. And standing in front of you is this little, like 5 foot, couple inch kid. You can tell he's just like small and lanky, and he's wearing this blue skin tight suit with a big like radius symbol on the front. Oh man,
Ruby's bestie.
Yes. Oh hi. Are you okay? Ooh, that wound looks not good.
Yeah, I'm not exactly happy about it, but thanks.
He comes back. He's got some gauze, and he's like wrapping you.
All right. I mean, all right. Speedy Gonzalez over here. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna want to get that looked at. I didn't have any alcohol wipes or anything, so you got to worry about infection, but it's gonna be all right.
What fucking Rachel? Why do I keep adopting children in this game? I mean, oh, that's what we're gonna turn the laser hut into. Ruby's home for wayward children.
Great. So yeah. So he's like, you're gonna want to get that looked at. Do you want it to get infected? Oh, hi, I'm Sonic Boom, by the way.
Yeah, hi. You can call me Equinox. But dude, are you like 12? Like, what are you doing out here?
No, citizen, I'm a full adult. Wait, you have a code name? You're probably a hero too?
Well, I mean, did you see anything about what just happened, or?
I mean, I saw a guy stabbing you in the back.
I was like, I just gave myself away. What? No, I just have weird hippie. No, I figured.
Okay, I was gonna say I had a thing, but you go.
No, I was like, I got weird hippy dippy parents, and they named me Equinox.
He pulls out his phone. Oh, Equinox. You've been to prison, but you were getting stabbed in the back, so we're gonna say I did the right thing here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm obviously not in prison any longer.
And he holds up an article from the Highwind City Times about like rogue mage takes hostages.
Yeah, I mean, you don't exactly look innocent out here, kid. What did you do to this guy?
I saved you from getting stabbed in the back. Whoa.
I mean, I still got stabbed.
Let's take a step back. I'm happy you're all right. Sorry for the judgment.
Thank you.
Did you need any help?
I mean, not unless you can tell me where some I mean, are you plugged in around here? Like, you seem to know a lot.
Yeah, I can help with stuff. What do you need?
Am I adopting a child right now? I was like, hello? Do I have to share custody with Ruby? I mean, he's fast enough. He can go coast to coast. It's fine. No, off to mama. But he probably has a mother and father. We don't know. This kid can have a good backstory. I mean, I guess unless you can tell me, do you know anything about a woman named Amy Burke?
That doesn't ring a bell. Sorry? Is she a bad guy?
Yeah, very much so. So, I mean, you seem to be pretty damn quick, but try not to get under her foot.
Okay. Well, Here, friend of mine told me how I do this, and he sends you a wireless code with his phone number.
Oh, okay, cool. I got a contact. This is my data cracking now.
So, all right. Well, I'm sorry that I can't really help with anything else. Do you need a lift? Do I need to call the police about these guys?
No. I mean, the police. I mean,
Do you want the knife? It's got your blood on it.
I mean, yes, that's weirdly thoughtful. Thank you, I guess.
Sorry, I've got like a million. I got like a million thoughts going all over my head right now. So,
is that the super speed or the ADHD, homeboy?
Inconclusive.
Valid.
We're gonna say that the super speed didn't help the ADHD.
He got like 10 ADHD now. I'm proud of me. Somebody's got to be.
Somebody's got to be. But also, let's just take a quick moment to say, yes, we have explicitly in the past talked about Sonic Boom having parents. They have found out about his little nightly escapades, and we're not too thrilled about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Callan caught up on that later.
Okay. But now I have my own little mini data cracking.
And also, hi, Doc. And wait, I think I also saw, hey, Nate Robbins. Thanks for joining us. Big Nate. All right, so, okay. Well, I hope you find this Amy lady, and I guess if you need any help, just let me know. All right, bye.
Oh, okay, bye.
He takes off running. Paper, like trash, just kind of flies everywhere.
Oh
yeah. So yeah. So are you planning on heading to that address? Or...
Yeah. How wounded am I right now?
I would say, I don't think I would recommend walking on it. Too much, but it's hard to say if something may come of it later if you push through the pain.
Oh, so it's like actually worth it to go to the hospital?
I guess, are you comfortable with going to a hospital?
I mean, I can hit up an urgent care. Less questions. Yeah. How about we pit stop into an urgent care, maybe get like a butterfly band-aid or something, and then head over to where we think Amy might be.
All right.
I'm not trying to get sepsis from some whatever fucking rusty knife this guy just cut me with.
Let's have you roll a stamina check. Stamina being one of the core 8 abilities.
Let's see, what is mine? Ooh, I have a whopping 1. Oh, but I did roll a 17, so that's 18. Go me.
All right. So you get to this urgent care. It's pretty busy. You see like a lot of like one person who's like holding their head. You've got like a kid who's like throwing up. It's just like a lot of people waiting. But eventually you get seen. They take a look at it and they say, "Oh man, what happened here?"
Would you believe I walked into an old dumpster and the corner just caught me?
Roll a deception check.
I wasn't trying to deceive. I said, "Would you believe me?" Phrasing.
Oh, okay. Well, then,
like a whiny. First of all, Squire, we're fighting now. Roll for fucking initiative.
Hi, Doc.
Ooh, hello, Doc.
So the doctor,
I mean, we've been recording it for like what 7 years now, so I mean, there's a little bit to catch up on.
Yeah, right. So the doctor says, "No, I don't think I would, but that's so much paperwork. Are you in any danger? Are you okay?"
No,
I'll evaluate if the wound's okay. I just mean like personally.
Yeah, as they say, you should see. Nope, I'm gonna stop there because that'll get me into a world of questions. Nope. Everything's totally fine.
Take a hero point for that.
That wasn't even trying to be a joke. That was just me, like.
Yeah, I love watching the brain. I love watching the gears turn.
The singular gear, my singular hamster. She just every now and again.
Tonight.
Yeah.
She's
working late because she's a singer.
The doctor takes a look at you and says, "Yeah, I'm gonna give you a prescription. You should just need kind of one round of antibiotics and make sure to be changing this out like every couple hours, probably when you wake up in the morning."
Okay, cool.
But you should be okay.
Oh, thank God! I thought I was gone. Just being
No,
dramatic.
not tonight. Although if the next one goes any deeper, it's gonna be a different story.
Okay, we're gonna not think about getting very deeply stabbed. So I shall thank you and bid you adieu.
Yeah, stay away from dumpsters. Next.
Next.
All right.
Just
So yeah,
picturing what's your face from Monsters Inc. Roz.
yeah. That's
Next.
exactly what you should have imagined for this doctor.
Yeah.
This doctor is just been like,
Next.
this doctor is stretched so thin and does not have the resources for all this. So yeah, you've been let go. You walk out from the urgent care.
All right, now let's go to where exactly? We're in LA. Whereabouts are we heading to where Homeboy sent me?
Yeah, you're not too far from it. Like you were kind of when you found these guys, they are kind of in the same area. Like the address that he gave you was not too far from where the fighting was happening. This seems
He
to be
sent
like
me to WeHo. We're going to a gay bar.
Sure,
We're gonna fight in
sure.
the Pink Pony Club.
Not based on the address you got.
Oh damn!
They might control that. You don't know, but but yeah, this seems like
that's actually the whole. Like I just ruined your whole surprise. At the end of this, I was fighting a giant pink pony.
Yeah. That's. I'm always working up to a bit. Honestly, though,
if you're not doing it for the bit, what are you doing it for?
Just a mighty bit of serotonin.
Please,
a little dopamine here and there.
Now you ask for too much.
That being said, yeah, you're able to get to that area location. It's a 2-story house. Looks like the lights are on inside. There's a garage door. Roll me a perception check. And by garage, I mean like a 2-car garage that's below some of the bedrooms.
Oh, I'm not really perceiving anything. That is a 3, and my perception is 8, so that is 11.
You scout it quickly. You can see some people rolling about inside, but you don't seem to see too much on the outside things. Like you see there's a front door, there's a back door, there's an empty pool out back.
Like as in nobody's in it, or it is concrete?
It is concrete.
Oh, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, baby, let's go. I'll make a shadow skateboard.
I was gonna say, are you gonna
I gotta collect the SKATE.
And you actually have one of your gadgets is like a vision thing, right?
My Davidian lenses.
What do they allow you to see again?
Infravision. So like I could like activate them and like not like thermal, but I can tell like if there's life forms in something.
Okay, gotcha. So if that's the case, you see a couple people on the first floor, like where that garage is. You see a pair up on the second floor, and you see kind of a large amorphous signature in what looks to be a basement.
Oh, that's Steve.
Which is pretty unusual for Southern California.
Yeah, basement. There are no basements in Southern California.
Yeah,
that's the fucking. That should have tipped me off in the first place.
I figured I'd reiterate to remind you where you are.
Yeah. Wait, I didn't know I was in this. Oh, he's Callan is the amorphous blob in the basement.
Wow.
At least I think that's what he's saying. But okay, so I guess so I can kind of tell sizes. So like are we looking at like are they all about the same size, or is this like a family home and they just like have a creature?
No, I would say like where a basement would be in a normal home, you just get like this large amorphous signature. Like it doesn't appear to be you really can't make it out. Like in the other ones, you can kind of get like forms out of it. This is just like the area is coded.
It's like the Nexus under the Charmed house. Well, I gotta make references so things make sense up here.
That's fair. I gotta watch Charmed, I guess.
Like, what? Of all the shit you've watched, you haven't watched Charmed? That's fucking surprising. Charmed.
It does surprise people. This conversation happens more often than you'd think.
Well, then fucking fix it, bitch.
Got another hero point?
I mean, we're doing okay so far.
Okay.
So in that case, so there's no actual basement. There's just that energy signature.
You don't know. You just see like where a basement would be in a house.
Okay.
You see a weird energy signature.
And so there was 2 upstairs and 2 or 3 downstairs.
2, I believe. Yeah.
2. Okay, 2 and 2. So in that case, is there a way for me to go up in through the top window and work my way down?
Yeah, you could climb your way up there. Like I can imagine using your daggers to like, stab into the wall and kind of
Shoo,
repel it.
shoo, shoo, shoo.
Roll me a stealth check if you're trying to be stealthy.
Okay, yeah, we'll try. I mean, if I'm using my fucking daggers and stabbing them into the side of the house, I'm assuming it's gonna make some noise.
Yeah, that's why we're seeing how good you are at this.
A bitch ain't stealthy for shit. That's another. Wasn't that back-to-back threes?
It's not looking
I
good.
forgot my stealth is stupid.
Oh
It's
yeah,
still a
yeah.
23.
I was thinking about that because it is nighttime. It is in the darkness.
Yeah.
So 23.
Yeah, I have a 20 in stealth. I forgot. This shit is so broken.
So yeah, you climb up to the window. You're able to. You're lucky it's unlocked. You slide it open, and you kind of hoist yourself up into the room, and then you close the door behind you. You're not in the room with one of the people in it. This is like 3 bedrooms up on this top floor.
Okay. And that so are the lights on? Are they off?
They are off in this room. They are on in the hallway.
Oh, okay. So it can't really.
Like from the outside, it looked like most of the house, but not all of it was lit up. Like people are awake.
Ooh. I want this a little fun, a little flavor. I want to take my lock spider and which
yeah, tell people about the lock.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think ever since that stream, because like I like kind of like narrowed down his chart. So. Yeah. So it's basically like there's a PS1 game. I forget what it's called. I think it's just called like Spider or Arachnid or something. And the whole thing is you're a mechanical spider and you have to like basically puzzle solve these fucking things. So it's like a little mechanical. Okay. That movie, the Will Smith movie, Wild Wild West, with the giant robot spider, they're tiny. And but small. And so he's basically like I guess like a little helper, but more so he's like a personal lockpick that I can just send out to lockpick things. So I want to take my little lock spider and send him out into the hallway and have him turn off the light.
So the lock spider is only for locking and unlocking, as if I remember correctly. It's a lockpick. It's not a minion. Damn. You can't just send it out to do things. It's not a shardling.
I know. Shardling would come in handy right now.
We gotta do a little side note here. Aren't his daggers made of light? Yes. Hard light, or they'd be bad daggers.
I'm stabbing you. I'm stabbing you.
Yeah. It's not a flashlight.
You see fucking Equinox at the end of the tarmac for planes like.
Oh, so that's what's been happening.
Too soon.
Yeah, that's fair. Actually. Too frequent.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah, you can't use the lock spider as a minion. What would you like to do instead?
Well, in that case, I'm just going to try to be quiet and sneak. Should I do another stealth? Yeah, exactly, Rachel. Chase us. Well, you know what we need? We need Athena Grant on every single plane so we can get these bitches landed. Can I get an amen?
That's
for me and Rachel and nobody else.
So anyway, you're sneaking down the hall. Is that what you said?
Yes.
All right. You've been doing pretty stealthy. Are your daggers still out? That's a good question, though.
I haven't drawn my daggers this whole time.
Okay, well, you use them to climb
up the fucking sides.
Yeah.
I did.
I didn't think you had drawn them, but
yeah, but no. And then I just I always imagine that when I'm not using them, well, one,
they're magic, so they just go away.
I just I was like, if anything, I would have put them behind me as what do they call that? Like holsters that are on the back.
A sheath? I mean,
yeah, I guess. Okay,
you mean the ones that are sideways along the side of a belt?
Yeah, but solely on the back. But but they're just magic, so I just make them when I need them.
Yeah. I mean, you could store them if you needed to, but yeah, you can make them when you need them. That being said, you're sneaking around, and you hear some people saying, I haven't heard from Gene. As where are him and his 2 guys at?
Oh, I got Gene Spaghetti back in the alleyway. That's his last name now because I ate spaghetti.
Okay, he'll show up when he shows up. Just make sure. Let's go check with Amy, see if there's anything else she needs tonight. And you can tell that they're about to make their way into this hall.
Okay, and then in that case, I want to. which I actually didn't even think about when I was in the alleyway. I have takedown 2, and you said they were basically just like mooks, right?
Yeah.
So I could have like done more, and I just didn't even realize it. So in that case, I want to since I know that they're coming, I wonder, will it count as readying an attack? If
We're
I
not
like
in initiative, so I just want to know what you're doing in this case.
I want to like as they come out of the door, I again with the head slamming, but I want to take them and just fucking crack them together like coconuts.
Okay, so you're knocking them out.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll an unarmed attack check.
Fuck, dude, my rolls suck, but that's a 12 altogether. Wait, I have luck. Stupid. Roll it again.
All right.
That's my 13th reason.
What'd you get?
A 3.
Well, it's down to 13.
Oh, that's right. And then plus 10, 23.
23.
I know how this game works.
What's the DC on your unarmed attack?
19.
Crack. These two guys go down in a crumple, like they just fall to the ground with a loud slam.
Okay.
What are you doing next? You don't know. You're upstairs.
Oh. Fair enough. Then in that case, I want to quick move their bodies back in the room they were coming out of and shut the door. But like I'm back out in the hallway.
All right. And then what are you doing next?
That's funny, Doc. That's funny. I hear a point for the audience. And then once I have them hidden away, then I want to sneak my way down the stairs.
All right. When you come down the stairs, you come right into a kitchen area. You can see like there's a room which looks to be a living room through there, and that's kind of from thinking about how it looked from the outside. That's also how you would get to that garage. There's also a door that you don't really know, but again, you are thinking what you know from before that would possibly be up to the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't see the other people, but you do hear some people moving around in the living room, and you hear a TV going.
Ooh. So I have Ritualist.
Okay.
Which means and it says I can use my expertise magic to create and perform rituals.
Sure.
When it's create ritual, is that something that's like will take a while to accomplish? Like what's the timeline on that?
So creating is similar to the inventing rules. So typically, yes, though there are some if we're a little loosey goosey and we up the difficulty level, you could try and do something. What are you trying to do?
I would like because I imagine like being like I'm like a mage, like working like with magics and stuff. I want to like to create like a little sleeping potion real quick and like throw it because like if they're like on the couch watching TV, I want to like throw it in there. That way I don't have to like assault them. I can just put them to sleep.
Okay. Yeah. Roll me an expertise magic check and we'll see how you do.
Motherfucker! If I will roll anything above, this is a 5. Well, I mean, my expertise magic is a plus 15.
And you do have a hero point.
And I still have 2 luck.
2?
Then I have luck 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll use another luck.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a 17, baby. That's
All
what
right.
I'm talking about. So 17 plus 15, that's 32.
All right. You look around and you definitely see like this is a kitchen, but they also clearly have like a lot of ingredients for potion making here. And you're able to like throw a few things together.
I didn't even think about being in a place with other mages. I just thought that I'm a mage and I might have some supplies on me. I'm so fucking dumb.
No, yeah. You reach around, you grab these things, you mix them up, you shake, you grab a little shaker bottle.
A little Tom Cruise and cocktail.
Exactly. And you hear these guys go, do you guys hear something in the kitchen? As you're like taking the top off and just throwing this like essentially dunking it all over them.
Fucking just slurping them like it's Glee.
That's exactly what went through my mind. And they get caught with this and they go, who the hell are you? And they go unconscious.
Okay. Basement time.
And they fall in a way that looks like they're still just like they fell asleep on the couch watching TV.
Oh, convenient. Wait, is it a guy and a girl and a guy, girl?
Guy and a girl.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna be like make them hold hands, but I don't want to encourage straight romance on this show.
All right, enjoy another hero point.
Yes. I enjoy that I got a hero point for heterophobia.
Yeah. It's really a big concern of mine.
During Pride Month?
It's January in the game, and it's February in real life.
Are you not proud of me all the time?
No.
Wow, you heard it here, folks. RC is a homophobe.
That's not the take from this.
That's what I heard.
I'm not proud of you. Specific. Narrow.
He's like, I'm homophobic, not homos-phobic. I just hate one of you bitches.
Just the one.
Just the one.
So you're gonna make your way to the door, right?
Yep.
And you open the door, and it's kind of just this shimmering green energy coming off of it when you open the door.
Okay, cute.
And yeah, you have to like step through it.
Yikes. Can I? Okay, I have expertise magic. Can I roll to see? I'm like, will this kill me if I step through it?
You know, as even just based on what I know about your modifier, you know enough that this is like clearly like a portal.
Oh, so like it was not like a portal, as in it's not going to be taking me.
And you know enough to tell that it's a two-way portal.
Oh. Okay, maybe instead of walking just straight through it, can I just like poke my head in? Like, whoop.
Yeah. You poke your head in, and you see a bunch of people. Like you open into like a large, like cavern area essentially. And you see some people, like some are sharpening and making swords. There's like a forge. They're making like actual weaponry.
What fucking year is it? What the fuck?
People are making swords right now as we're talking.
I know, but you're in a cave with a forge and like fucking like Gimli's over here. The there's a wyvern like, in the corner.
You see some people in the background. They're literally like what's the word I'm looking for? When you're mock fighting each other. No.
Oh, shadow boxing.
Shadow boxing. And you know, practicing with one another. And some of them are using a combination of like the weapons and the magic. And you see a bunch of people, including an older woman, standing around a large table with what looks to be like a map. And roll a stealth check.
What the fuck? I only have one D. No, I don't have another D20. This little fucking bitch is going into dice jail because that's a 4.
All right. Well, you have 24, I believe.
Still a 24. So. Oh, I forgot this one's covered in wax because I dropped it in a candle.
So, unfortunately, you do. Well, tell me, what kind of sound would you let out when you see this scene?
I hate that this is the second time today that I'm going to be making this exact reference.
Okay.
But you ever watched Home Improvement with Tim the Toolman Taylor?
Unfortunately. Well, I mean, not the show's good, but anyway.
Yeah, but Tim is not. Yeah. But give him like a huh?
And you see the people that are at the table, which is the part that's close to you, all look up and see you.
How many people are we talking about here?
There's 8 at the table, and overall in this entire like cavern area, you would say like a good 30.
Oh, fuck me up. Ooh. I have an idea. I don't know how I'm going to accomplish it. Yeah, because what I wanted to do was like take some kind of item and enchant it or something and like drop it that way, like to wherever this portal leads to, I could be like, oh, I can find this little bit of magic wherever it's like beep beep beeping from.
Gotcha, like a magic tracer. You don't have the time.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Just saw you. And actually, the older woman reaches out with her hand, and you feel her grip you and pull you through the portal, and the door closes behind you.
Oh, she gave me a yank.
Jesus, Daniel. Anyway, and she goes, wait a minute. Trevor Bennett?
Is this Amy or do I recognize this girl?
Actually, yeah, as I say, Amy was well enough known. Yeah, you recognize that this is Amy.
Oh, okay. Because I was like,
Um,
Felicia? Like, I don't know who this is.
yeah, as I say, and she is older, in her 50s, with like a rather short pixie cut, gray hair, and you can see like a long battle scar along her cheek.
So she seems friendly to me.
Well, you just stuck into her facility, so she seems a little ticked, but she is surprised.
Um,
I say
Hi.
ticked, surprised, but doesn't seem like she is about to do violence on you.
That's like most people I meet, though.
Yeah,
Yeah. Once they get the general like of me, yeah, I
yeah.
get it. Um, no. I said she gave me a yank. um. So yeah. Hi, Amy. We're gonna go for overly cheerful, which makes a lot of sense with the demeanor that I normally have.
Haven't seen you in years. What the hell are you doing here? How did you get in here?
A little thing called prison. So I'm out now. Ran into Jerry Spaghetti. He
His
gave
name
me
was
the
Gene, first off, if you're talking about
Gene Gene Spaghetti. Uh,
his name is not Spaghetti.
okay, fine. Gene Frappuccino. I don't know. He was Italian. And he, anywho, Gene Frappuccino gave me the address for your place here in LA, and couple nice guys back here, and I heard you were here, and wanted to, to say hi.
Roll a deception check.
Fucking, oh, fuck me. That's not even my tower. Ooh, 19. What is my deception? Oh, thank God it was high, because my deception is a 2. So that's a 21.
Gotcha. And she says, well, I'm going to have to talk to some of my people about who let you in uninvited, but it's good to see you.
I was like, are we not basically family, Amy? What's going on?
I'm Trevor. You've snuck into my guarded facility. It sounds like you pretty much just walked right in. That gives me cause for concern for if others could do similarly.
Oh, yeah, in that case, true. I mean, I didn't know it was a guarded facility.
So you saw no guards?
No, just the people that are at the house. They were nice enough.
Interesting. Well, is there something you needed from me?
I mean, I'm just trying to reconnect. I was in prison for a while, and and I want to get like the like donkey's eyes in Shrek, where I'm like,
I mean, you're deceiving. You're already in the process of deceiving her, so
yeah, but I'm cute, bitch. Let me have my moment.
I guess what I'm saying is you haven't asked her. She's asked you what you're here for.
So like, and with everything that happened with my parents, and like, I want to like get to the bottom of it.
Gotcha. Well, I'm afraid I won't be too much help as I wasn't there that night, but I am sorry that your parents are gone. I miss them.
Yeah, you're telling me. Do you know anybody that might know anything? I'm desperate for any kind of clue.
Well, let me see. In terms of who could help you with this on your search, it'd be hard to find him, but another member of the coven, was I believe he was there that night. But he fled the country. I haven't seen him in years. But his name is Joel Stewart. And last I'd heard, he had gone to Dolazara over in Europe. It's possible that he is, maybe just laying low, or if he, I never did get, like I said, I never got a chance to speak with him. But if anybody would know something, it would be someone who was there that night.
Oh, God, yeah, a first-hand account is exactly what I need. To hope my passport's still up to par.
Well, yes, if you need a place to stay for the night, you're welcome to stay here. I'm sure there's a free bedroom. We're all getting ready to retire ourselves, I believe.
Oh, thanks so much. No problem. I mean, I don't want to be any more in your hair. I know that, sorry, trespass on your whole guarded facility here. So, I mean, I'll get out of your hair. But, I mean, now that we know where each other are, keep in touch, Amy.
Well, you know where I am, Trevor. Perhaps do you have a number you could leave for me?
Yeah, I mean, phone number isn't really, I'll give her my number.
Okay. So you give her phone number. She takes it down, and she says, "I may call you soon. We could always use a little extra, another hand, and a little bit of power behind it."
Hey, you know me. What's good for the coven is good for us all. I don't fucking know, but all right, Amy.
All right, and you're going to take your leave then?
Yep. And then I'll just give her like a, not like sarcastic, but like a salute.
And she reopens the door and the portal.
I look forward to hearing from you, Amy. Hopefully it's not so long, or not as long as it was. How many years are we talking here?
Well, your parents would have died back in like 2018-ish, so it's been 7 years thereabouts. At least since since then. So presumably you saw her sometime around that time.
Yeah. Hopefully, hope to hear from you soon, Amy. Let's not make it another 7 years.
No, definitely not. Please make sure to close up on the way out.
You got it. Your wish is my command.
All right. So, what you know about Dolarzara?
That's how you avoid a fight with like 20 plus bitches.
Is that it is extremely hard to get to in terms of they're very strict on travel, like letting people come to visit. So it's something where you would most likely have to sneak in to the country.
Ooh.
That being said, you also don't really have any money at the moment. So
who needs money when you got magic?
That's fair. So we're going to fade in or fade out of this scene as you leave this facility in LA and Amy Burke and her little army.
It's a minor little army of magic users.
Squad. It's not quite a battalion, that's for sure.
It's her hashtag Girl Squad.
And we fade back in. It is now June, so it's been about 6 months as you are crossing the border into Dolarzara.
See, with magic and a like GED and give them hell attitude, you can do anything.
So, what did you have to do to prepare to take? What took you so long to? How did you accomplish this?
I mean, being somebody who is, not exactly beloved by police and, and by that extension, the TSA, getting on a plane is not exactly just something that's, easy to do.
Yeah, I was I don't think you have a passport either, for that matter.
Yeah, and who knows? I imagine especially, am I considered a felon? Like, what was my actual?
Well, your record was essentially expunged.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So, I mean, but then even still, it's not like it's not quick getting a passport.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I wasn't imagining. I was like, given the fact that you don't have a lot of money, the fact that you kind of have to do this illegally, I've been imagining that you took a boat more.
Yeah, I was thinking like stowed away on a boat. Like that's what my first thought was, and then like kind of like hitchhiked and backpacked through whatever part. Where in Europe is Dolarzara?
So it's to the. Let me make sure let me pull up a map real quick. It is to the east of Italy.
Okay.
Let me pull up. Yeah, it sits in between in real life what would be Italy and Slovenia.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, I think like a boat getting into Italy, and then what a nice little like trek through the Italian countryside.
Okay, see, I was imagining a longer trek too. I was thinking maybe like you came into like France or something.
Damn. Oh, so like Northern Europe. Well, not Northern, but like I guess Central Europe instead of Southern Europe.
Yeah, like having to make your way down there.
Ooh, okay. Train across the country. That's nice. I'll do that.
Okay, yeah, and
train ride.
eventually, let's say like you met up, you had to, because of its strict, borders, there are, you had to kind of ask around, you have some familiarity with, like connections that aren't on the up and up. Not necessarily any of your own, but like how to find people of that nature. So you're able to find someone who's willing to like help smuggle you in.
Oh yeah, I know somebody who knows somebody after 7 years in prison.
Exactly. Or just skills or being able to pick people out. Like, you go to the right places, where the people that are gonna that kind of a facilitator would hang out. And eventually you're able to get smuggled into Dolarzara. And you did a little more research, and you did find that there's been discussions of a growing magic population in Dolarzara.
Oh.
And also about, what little press has gotten out about like crackdowns from the government on them.
So it's like a known magic presence there.
Yeah. Again, there's not a lot of press coming out of like it's kind of, more like bloggers kind of thing, citizen journalism. But yeah, you basically have been hearing about this one town that's kind of on the border, and about like, a growing number of magic users in that town.
Ooh, what's the town?
The town is Plusar. PLSU or PLUSAR.
Okay. So do I arrive there, or am I still like a ways away?
I would say, well, again, it's a border town, so pretty much once you've gotten smuggled in, it's a bit of a hike, but you get there like within a day.
So do I know potentially like, do I have a contact that might know where Joel is, or am I just kind of wandering?
Yeah, you don't really have like, because there's not a lot of information coming out of this area. You're kind of just going on the reports you have found about magic users in the area.
Okay, and then in that case, then I want to pop on my Davidian lenses as I get into town and see if I can't potentially, like, if he's somebody that's somebody, he might have like a better magical signature or something like that.
All right. Let's say you come up on a bar then, and let's say it's, a little early in the day, but the bar is open.
Okay.
And you see a pretty strong magical presence coming. There's a couple smaller signatures, but there's a really strong signature coming from a gentleman who's sitting at the bar.
Okay. I want to. So he's at the bar. I want to
he looks like he's drinking a bit. He's got like a whiskey.
So I want to walk up to the bar, and kind of like you give like the whole like put your like finger up, like try to signal somebody that you'd like to get a drink. And whenever they come over, say ask for a beer, and then ask the guy next to me, just got into town. Can you give me any recommendations for a good beer here?
So, sorry, you say that to the bartender or to the guy?
To the guy. Like I tell the bartender I want a beer, and then I say to the guy that I'm standing next to, hey, just got into town. Any recommendations for a good beer here?
All right. So it's a little bit of a communication delay because the bartender doesn't seem to speak English. I shouldn't say he doesn't speak it, but he seems to like not speak it very well. But he's gotten enough to understand you want a beer.
I have one of my perks is I speak every language.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
Yeah, I speak and understand all languages. If it's the Hermes,
okay,
yeah, it's like I mean, we just have it listed as Hermes. It's basically like the blessing of Hermes. So he's the messenger of the god, so I can receive all messages.
Okay. And then so the guy looks a little thrown off by like the way you're speaking. But he says, "Yeah, one moment. And I'll get you some get you a couple options." And you're saying you also asked the guy at the bar what he's drinking?
Yeah, the guy that I walked up next to, the one with the magical signature.
And sorry, are you saying this? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Like you just say it in like whatever language it needs to be said in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he goes, "You have You've got an interesting accent for Dolazaran."
No, I'm not from. I imagine it's kind of like using like a Google Translate.
He's speaking in an English accent.
Okay. Oh, okay. So he's like from England, or like he's trying to speak English to me.
No. He's from England.
Oh, okay.
And he is wearing like a large brown trench coat, like one of the ones with that like the little back flap on it.
Mhm.
And he's got like a wide brimmed hat on. And he's got he's you say in like his mid-50s. He's got kind of a permanent 5 o'clock shadow look to him.
Mhm. No, I'm not. I'm not from Dolazar. I'm just got into town actually. No, just trying to get my feet under myself.
And he leans in close and he goes, "If you snuck into the country, don't start with that you just got here. That'll tip them off more easily."
Good catch, my man. Good catch. Thanks for the heads up. And I hold my hand out. The name's Trevor.
Isaac, pleasure to meet you.
What do I want to ask next? So I want him to be nice to me and get on my side. Can we say at that point, like the bartender comes back with the drinks?
Yeah, he gives you a beer.
Okay, yeah. Well, I thought you were gonna get like little tasters or something.
Yeah, like a small
Okay.
little flight of beers.
And I want to say to him, care to lend your opinion? What do you think of my options here?
I say go with the pale ale.
Not the fucking IPA making its way to Dollar.
I thought pale ale is like the opposite of that.
Is it? I don't drink beer.
Oh, pale
I
ale
just
would be like a Yingling.
okay.
Yeah.
I just figured Trevor would drink beer.
Hi, Kate.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream.
So yeah, he recommends the pale ale. Is that what you're going with?
Yep. I want to make my new friend happy. So,
Right. He raises his glass up to you.
And clink it and say, here's to thinking positive and testing negative. Am I right?
And he cocks an eyebrow at that and drinks his drink.
So, I already told you that I just got into town, but I'm trying to find a friend of mine. His name is Joel. Joel Stewart. Do you know the name?
And he gives you a bit of a glare, and he says, "Yes, that's who I'm after as well."
Oh, did we just become best friends?
Do you say that?
Should I?
I can't speak to that, Trevor, but the enemy of the enemy is an ally for certain.
Thank God, I'm in desperate need of allies.
Yes, and if you were to do this for me, if you were to assist me in this, my organization would consider it consider ourselves in your debt.
What organization might that be?
And he kind of looks around, makes sure no one's like listening in. My name is Isaac Van Helsing. I am with an organization known as House Van Helsing, and I can tell that you are just the kind of magic user that could help me with this.
I think you might be right, as I pegged you as the magic user I need to talk to in this bar.
Excellent. Well, let's make good with the barkeep.
I'll fish out a few meager. What is the currency in Dollar? Dollars? Get it? Dollars? Again, I say I'm proud of me.
You actually got me wondering now. Oh, I was going to say the Tolar.
So I was close.
I was gonna say whatever Slovenia uses, but they use the euro, and but Dollar is not in the European Union.
Yeah, I would imagine not.
Yeah, so I went with the Tolar, which is apparently what Slovenia used before the euro.
Oh, all right then.
Now you know. See, you learned something here.
Super short show.
So yeah, he pulls out a couple Tolars, and he sees that you kind of like are fishing through your wallet, and he just throws on an extra one for you.
Add that to my tab there, Isaac. I'll help you out here, and hopefully we can call my debt square then.
Well, let's see what we can get done today. He walks out into the street, and it's daytime. Like, it's a pretty busy street. You would describe this particular town as fairly rural.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a butcher shop, and there's a tailor, and there's uh, you know, there is like some vehicles going around, but you also see a couple people on horseback as well.
So again, we traveled like back in time, basically, even though
Not,
like it's still current time. Like it's like
yeah, I'd say like,
yeah.
well, you're also on a border town.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And he goes, I have reason to believe that Joel Stewart murdered a friend of mine.
And my parents potentially.
Well, he's going to be brought in for questioning on that, and we can learn more about your situation as well. And he points to the distance towards the tailor's area, and he says, I've seen a couple magic users meeting up in this area, but I have not seen Joel himself. And you also, I would say, just kind of to be clear, you would also know Joel as well. Joel is also like, he's 6 foot tall. Last you saw him, at least, he was like shaven head, dark hair when he had it.
Okay. Wait, so we think somebody he knows is in the tailor shop, or he might be in there.
Well, they think that the according to Isaac, there's been magic users meeting like out front of it.
Oh, so it's like a front.
Yeah, I say he doesn't know. He just knows that he hasn't seen Joel, but he has been seeing, an unusual number of magic users.
Okay.
And a reminder that the government has been like cracking down here on them.
In that case, once again, third time's the charm. Pop on these Davidian lenses and see if I can't find any magic signature that might be reminiscent of Joel.
Well, the signature would be not like per person. It's more about how much magical energy they have.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming, like, I also, because like these are people of like named importance, that like I'm like they might have like a better or like stronger like presence than just like your everyday mook. So that's why I would keep doing it. I mean, you don't have to keep giving it to me. That's just like the first, like, oh, because they're magic users, I'm going to attempt to.
Yeah. You see, you pop on the lenses and you can see, the couple people that are there currently kind of just chatting. And they're dressed in kind of, again, like normal clothes. It's June. So, oddly, really Isaac is the odd man out here with the heavy trench coat that he wears. Everyone else is kind of wearing rather light clothing. But you see these 3 guys and they're discussing, and you do see a pretty not strong. Again, like if we're going to use you as the barometer or even Isaac as the barometer, these guys aren't that strong of magic users, but they're definitely more than capable. And you see them kind of chatting, and then 2 of them go in one direction and one of them goes in the other direction.
Away from the shop?
Both of them are heading in kind of opposite directions away from the shop.
Okay.
One is heading west, more towards the town center. The other is heading south, kind of towards kind of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Let's say it's like a factory district. It's like where while this is a more rural town, it's like where there's seems to be a lot of the jobs in the town.
Were there so there's nobody in the shop itself that was giving off any kind of magical?
No, the tailor you see doing the tailor work does not appear to give off a magical signature.
Oh, okay. So then in that case, want to follow whoever went off towards the industrial side of the town.
Okay, so that was the singular guy. And Isaac says, do you want to split up or should I follow you?
It would be convenient to say split up, but depending if this guy's as bad as we think he is, I don't want either one of us getting called out solo.
Understood. Let's follow him. Perhaps your instincts are right, and we'll find Joel. It can't be a coincidence that they keep meeting up there.
How far away from the guy are we that we're following?
How much of a distance would you like to keep? I mean, he's not, when you make this decision.
So I had an idea. how far out from the town are we now? Like after we've been like, I don't know how long we've been walking, but
No. So like this factory is like in the town.
oh, okay. So
Yeah.
then in that case,
Like the town, I'd say that when I say it's rural, imagine like the whole like anything outside of the actual town is farmland.
okay. So in that case, as I want us to be like kind of right behind him, as you know, just like la di da di da walking down the street.
Okay.
And then I want to actually use my shadow bind for like I guess like in a minor way to just kind of like instead of like trapping him, just kind of like make him stumble a bit. And then
Oh,
like as he
okay.
stumbles, like catch him like, whoa there, friend.
Roll me a check using your shadow bind, which I think is an affliction, using that rank.
Mhm.
Like roll and add that rank.
What rank would that be?
Whatever the affliction rank is.
Oh, it's an affliction 7. Which I rolled a 7, so that'd be a 14.
Okay. Yeah, he eats shit.
I wasn't trying to hurt the guy. I wanted to catch him as he stumbled.
He trips.
When I'm imagining eating shit, I think like face first, like into the ground.
I mean, if you're catching him, he's definitely not.
Okay, yeah. I want to like grab his arm and be like, "Whoa, there, friend."
And he goes, "Oh, thank you." And he says, "Ah, you don't seem to be from around here. I take it."
Not exactly. Just visiting a friend here, and like I kind of put my thumb over towards Isaac here, be like, "Yeah, just visiting a friend." Just
Isaac wordlessly just nods.
Enjoying the nice day. How goes your day, sir?
Perfectly fine. I guess I should be going though. Thank you so much for your help.
Well, fuck me. Now what do I say? Oh, hey, while I'm in town, I'm looking to meet up with a friend of mine. His name is Joel. I mean, this town looks fairly small. I feel like it's kind of one of those everybody knows everybody kind of places. Do you know a Joel Stewart?
Roll a persuasion check.
That is an 18, and my persuasion is a 6, which is a 24.
And he goes, and he kind of ushers you over, and he says, "Yes, yes, I know Joel. Are you a friend?" And you said you're a friend of his. How do you know him?
Yeah. We go way back. I know him through my family, friend of my parents, who are dead.
Okay. Do you say that?
No.
And he says, "Yes. Yeah, he'd be happy to see a friendly face. Yes, come with me." And he kind of guides you, into the factory. And you kind of walk past the people that are doing some actual work, and you come up on this metal door, and he raps it like 3 times, like. The door opens, or not the door, like a little slider comes out, and some guy looks out at you, and it closes, and he opens the door, and he goes, "Come on, get in."
Thanks a bunch. Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's the guy that you're with, as well as he's ushering all 3 of you in.
Oh, I thought it was the dude that we just met was saying that.
No. Someone opened the door,
okay.
and that's the person who opened the door then is who said, "Get in here."
Okay, so then I and hustle on in.
And yeah, you see a few people, kind of practicing some basic magic. A few of them are resting. Most of them seem worse for wear, like hungry looking. It looks like kind of clothes on their backs is all they've got. Tattered.
It's a very
shoes.
Oliver Twist kind of situation.
I guess something to that effect. But yeah, and then in the back you see a couple of older men, all kind of sitting around on kind of some crates and things. They seem to be having a heated discussion.
Can I saunter in a slow fashion to see if I can potentially catch a little bit of what they're saying before I walk up?
Do you say anything to Isaac or to the guy that you were with?
No, I just kind of want to like regularly walk and kind of like just make it seem like I'm just like kind of like looking around, taking my time as I go through.
And when you walk up, the only thing you hear right before you're like when you walk up, they stop speaking, but the only thing you caught was you said we would be safe here. You said that there was great glory to be had in this area, and the one you do recognize is Joel goes, there is you have to trust me. And then they stop and they look up at you, and he goes, Trevor?
Hey, Joel. It's been a while.
Why, yes, indeed. How did you get here?
Got a little tip from Amy, actually.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm starting to put a few pieces together, but the puzzle's not quite finished.
I don't understand. What do you need?
He does a little saunter, a subtle mosey, a small meander.
Oh,
um, um, putting the pieces together of, my parents' murder. So I already talked to Amy. She didn't really seem to know too much. She thought you might. So, here I am in Dolarzara, just, trying to put together the pieces of the last 7 years of my life after my parents' murder.
Trevor, what happened to them is a terrible accident. I don't know how it happened. I frankly never want to think about that night again. But I'm glad that you're okay.
I've been in prison for the last 7 years, Joel. That's all I've done is think about that night for the past 7 years.
I'm sorry to hear about your pain.
Well, it
I
seems
wish I
like
had
there's
more to
plenty
offer.
of pain here. What's the situation here? Why does everybody look like they look?
I mean, this is kind of what getting smuggled into a hostile country does to you.
Well, then why are you here?
I was told of a prophecy that if we were here, there would be great power to be gained and perhaps an opportunity to change the world.
In what way do you want to change the world?
A place where we can, more openly use magic and not have to worry, but it seems that the government of Dolarzara is stepping in and cracking down to keep that from occurring.
Well, then why stay? I mean, yeah, there's a prophecy, but is this worth it? Look at these people.
And he looks you kind of up and down and he says, given what I know you would have had to have done to get here, is your journey worth it?
To find the answers about my parents' death, anything would be worth it.
And I would say the same of this.
Can I roll a I don't know, would it be insight or perception to see if he's telling me the truth about not knowing anything about my parents?
That would be insight.
Insight? Okay.
Mhm.
Bro. Okay. Do I want to use my last luck? Because I fucking rolled a 3.
And you also have a hero point. I think 2 hero points. Chat.
I do have 2. I got 2. Because I used 1 at the beginning and I've earned 2. So in that case, then I'll just use the regular luck right now. So this will be my last luck. And it's a 10, so that doesn't add shit, huh?
No, it adds a 10.
Oh, cool. Dirty 20. Dirty 20 plus 5 is 25.
25? All right. Yeah, as far as you can tell, he is being legitimate. Like, you don't know. He also might be crazy given, his talk about prophecies and whatnot.
He could be a sociopath and just doesn't give a fuck.
But no, you have no reason to believe that he is lying about what he's saying.
Okay, in that case, I want to say, so, I mean, what do I want to say? How do I word this? Because, if he's being sincere, I don't want to be a dickhead to the guy. Isaac still wants to take him in, though. We never got a name for Isaac's friend that he killed, huh?
You did not know.
No. So, in that case, that way, I mean, at least I'm being honest. I want to ask Joel before Isaac does whatever the fuck he might do. I want to ask him, so if Amy didn't know anything and sent me to you, and you don't know anything, any chance you can send me to somebody else who might know something about my parents?
I mean, I told you, I as far as I've been aware, it was an accident, but there is one person who I've been in contact with who was also there that night.
And who was that?
His name is Earl Hemlock.
Oh, that sounds like an evil name.
And that's a name that that's someone you did not know.
Okay. Who's that? He's not in the coven.
Oh, he was, but he he always kind of forged his own path. Your parents didn't really take too kindly to him. He's gone on to become a tattoo artist of sorts. He's down in Florida.
Not Florida, man.
So I would say, maybe touch base with him. I believe he's not too far out from Sunset Beach. But yeah, that's the last I heard from him, at least.
All right, well, I guess I traveled half the world to go back across half the world.
And that's when Isaac walks up and says, "Joel Stewart." And Joel looks up and goes, and he looks kind of between you and Isaac, who's asking. And Isaac looks to you for kind of a confirmation.
This is indeed Joel.
And then he kind of keeps his eyes with you, like, are we doing this?
I'd prefer to do it without violence.
I mean, this is being done via a look.
And so then in that case, I give him a.
Stewart, you're coming with me. And he goes, "On what grounds? Who the hell are you?" He goes, and Isaac goes, "I am Isaac Van Helsing of House Van Helsing, and you are being brought in on charges of murder."
And then, in that case, I want to turn to Joel and say, "Murder? I thought you had nothing to do with my parents' murder. What? So you had something to do with another murder?"
And he's kind of gritting his teeth at this point. And Joel says, "If I come quietly, everyone else here will be safe."
Did they murder anybody?
I've been using a magical shield to try to keep this particular area, well, frankly, hidden. Is there
This
somewhere?
building?
Yeah,
Or
like this
okay.
room.
Okay, I mean, well, the people here did nothing wrong, so our quarrel is not with them.
But how will they be kept safe when I'm gone?
Well, how did you shield this area? Is it a totem? Is it a glyph? Just a spell?
It's a spell, but I have to continually regenerate it.
Well, then in that case, they can hopefully put what magic they have together to shield themselves, or your prophecy just might not be worth it, and they might have to find a different place to live. Putting themselves in danger for the words of some prophet is just not worth it, in my opinion.
And Joel looks like he's about ready to start a fight.
And so, I see him, kind of gathering up his scruff, and I want to, because there's, kids in here, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's, no one else here is a fighter. It would be...
Yeah. I wasn't, I didn't know if it was going to be, all adults, but, I was like...
There's a couple adults, but no one who looks really in fighting shape.
So, and then, I want to see him, kind of, getting himself, all worked up, and then I want to just kind of, spread my arm around, you want to do this here? There's children here, Joel.
I won't be taken if I know they won't be safe.
Well, I can't promise safety if I'm not going to be here. I'm after my parents' murderer. Is there anybody that you can send them to? Your friend here. Can he protect them?
Who are you talking to right now?
Well, to Joel, about the guy that he was talking to when I came up.
Again, this guy looks like that guy looks like he's elderly. Again, Joel is the only one here who looks both of age to be fighting and also of capability. And also, and based on your Davidian lenses, also is the most powerful magic person here.
Yeah, but I mean, Ayla, it's also not discount the elderly when it comes, especially to magic. I mean, look at when Katara learned bloodbending.
Sure. But yeah, he looks like he's prepared to fight at this stage.
Joel, I appreciate that you want to protect these people and that you'll do whatever it takes, but if you murdered somebody, you murdered somebody. You need to deal with the consequences of that. And these people and if these people suffer because of that, then that's another thing that you'll have to carry on your shoulders.
What are you trying to do? Trying to persuade him, or?
Oh no, I was just giving him a hard life lesson. Like, you did this, bud.
So I guess what Dan, I'm just gonna be frank with you. If you're not doing something to stop it, a fight is happening. Like, he has kind of laid clear what his terms are for there not to be a fight.
Actually, I know what I want to do. I want to I guess it wouldn't be a power stunt, but I want to take my shield, the mother shield, like my glowing aura,
like a cloak, yeah.
Yeah, and what I want to do is make that shit bright as hell, make it as bright as I possibly can, to kind of basically like a cat puffing up, and do you want to do this? And I got an intimidation, I guess, make it seem like I'm yeah, I got fucking power, but I want to really be oh, he got power.
And he goes, sorry, did you say, do you want to do this, or is that just the tone you're kind of giving with your aura?
Okay, so no, what I want to exactly say is, do you really want to do this with these people here, or do you want to leave peacefully? But I say that in a much gruffer tone, but with just fucking bleeding light.
And he looks like he takes a breath. And then he runs forward and tackles you, and the person who had the door opens it, and he tackles you out into the factory floor with Isaac following behind.
All right. Are we fighting more than just him, or is it
No, I told you, he's the only person who can fight here.
Well, I didn't know if they were gonna just try to throw in and see if they can fucking make something happen, if it's a latch ditch effort.
I mean, it's really Joel who's the one who first off is not going to go unless he knows they're going to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he kind of gets a couple shots in on you, pop, 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 whaps you in the face a few times.
Okay,
before rolling off of you. And you see, there's people the people on the factory floor. A couple of them are continuing to do their work. A couple of them are walking over, and
he's this isn't OSHA approved.
Looks like two of them look scared and look like they go to leave.
In that case, what I want to do is first yawn.
All right, there goes a hero point.
Sorry. I'm just kidding. Then because I'm not trying to fuck him up. I just want him to stop. So instead of using a light blade, I guess it would be a power stunt. It'd be an unarmed attack, but I want to have the magic of the light blade that I would be using to just crack him in the jaw, try to just knock his ass down.
Okay. Roll an unarmed attack. Well, I guess I'll let you use the light blade modifier.
Oh, okay. My light blade modifier is lower than my unarmed modifier.
Well, if you want to just punch him, you can. But I think
I
think also your light blade does a lot more damage.
No, the DC is way higher
on the light blade.
Yeah.
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 That's what I'm saying, is that it's more powerful. It's.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, I'll still do it then. I'll take a -1 to have that super high DC. Okay. Hell yeah, because it was finally a good fucking roll. So 18 plus 8, 26.
All right, that hits. What's the DC?
26.
All right. So crack. You bust him in the face a few times back, just like he did to you. And he seems to be stumbling. He spits out a little blood. Then Isaac rolls into the fight, pulling out a sword, and he goes to swing at Isaac. And he catches him on the arm, and he seems a little hurt, but he is not nearly as bad as the couple punches you just gave to him with the magic. And now it's Isaac's turn, or sorry, not Isaac's. Now it is Joel's turn. And he reaches out and just lets out like a kind of, actually, he just lets out kind of a concussive magic blast.
Ooh.
So roll a dodge check.
Oh my God, my rolls suck, but it's an 8 plus 11 and 19.
19. All right, roll a toughness check.
Okay, a little bit better. 19. Oh, 19 again. 10 plus 9.
All right. So this blast catches you and kind of knocks you back, and you're able to like absorb most of it, but because of that, you're kind of singed, and you're gonna take a -1 to future damage.
Ooh. So, anyways, I start blasting.
And Isaac is kind of just completely caught like right in the center of it because of how close he was, and he kind of just goes flying like he does like a cartwheel through the air.
I'm picturing like when Uncle Phil throws Jazz out the door in Fresh Prince. Just a full ragdoll just getting thrown through the air.
It also causes some of like the machinery in the area to get damaged. Like there's some stuff falling from the ceiling now.
Damn, you're going to destroy your home as well as your reputation, Joel.
If I must. And it's your turn again. We're just kind of doing a bit of a loose initiative in this case.
Oh, in that case, I actually didn't even realize that we didn't roll initiative. Can I shadow bind his hands together? So like I'm not trying to keep him hindered in any way, but I'm like his
it's a dodge resistance, right?
Dodge. DC 17.
DC 17. Looks like you're not he's not fully bound, but his hands are like stuck together with the shadows now.
But I also have my Mark of Nemesis, and I can force him to re-roll.
Oh, okay. And also, what is the affliction? What are the different levels like first?
First degree hindered, vulnerable, okay. Second degree defenseless, immobile.
All right. And okay, so now he is pretty much immobile for the moment.
Yeah, I wanted some magic handcuffs on his ass.
All right. Yeah, you threw those out. You got them on him.
Hell yeah.
And he's struggling with it, and Isaac kind of makes his way back to his feet and just kind of walks up and bashes him with the hilt of the sword to knock him out.
I mean, I feel bad, but he did it to himself.
Actually, I'll just say Isaac goes to throw him over his shoulder. All right, you did good work here today. Trevor, right? Or sorry, Trevor, I didn't catch your last name, actually.
Bennett of the Azure Clan. Or Azure, what did we say? Azure Coven, of the Azure Coven.
Okay. All right, well, if you ever find yourself in London, come to this address, and he gives you an address. He says, that's our headquarters.
And don't exactly have a home base myself in America, but whenever you're there, here's my number.
All right. And he goes to walk off with unconscious Joel over his shoulder.
With unconscious Joel.
And you hear some of the people murmuring like they've opened the door from where you all were originally, and they just seem to be kind of like scared. They're like, what do we do? We gotta get out of here.
No, you're more than welcome to stay. I understand that Dolarzara is not a good place right now for magic users, but I promise you're in no harm coming from me. Joel was the one who started that fight, unfortunately, but I don't have a way to help you myself, but I am leaving Dolarzara now if anybody would like to come with.
All right. And a few of them say they're going to come with you.
I could at least get you out of the country.
Okay. And you start heading out. And by the time that you are kind of like exiting the area, you see basically 2 battle suits, like people in powered armor, flying up and landing outside of the factory.
The fuck?
And you hear You hear over a loudspeaker, by decree of the king, any magic users come out with your hands up. And there seems to be a bit of a panic in town, but you again this is kind of like you're already out of the area by now.
Well, I want to help him.
Okay.
So how far am I?
I mean, I would say that you're like down the street, so you're a good, I don't know, block away.
Okay.
Hey, Melodious.
Hello. I want to standard range 250, 500, 1,000 feet. I mean, that's pretty fucking far. I want to try. And you said there's 2 of them.
Yep.
I want to do the one that does more damage when it hits. Is that the power attack or is that accurate attack?
Power attack would be
power attack.
Yeah.
I want to take a -2 and I want to try to hit both of them.
Okay, so that's going to be a power stunt because I don't believe. I mean, if you want to double check your bow, I don't believe you have multi attack on it.
I do not. So yep.
You'll use your other hero point or one of your hero points then to do that.
Use one of my hero points. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, roll 2 attack checks each with a. How much are you taking off?
-2.
All right, each with a. Oh wait, sorry, you're already getting a -2. So with a -4, then.
What do I got a -2 from? Oh, because it's a double.
Because you're attacking 2 of them. Yeah. Or I guess however you want to do it, or you can do it as just a -2 as 2 separate actions. But that would. Yeah, you could do that. You could just do an extra standard action, and then it would just be -2 on each.
Oh yeah. I mean that's what I was trying to do, but
okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I thought you were doing a multi attack.
Roll twice and then -2 for each one.
Yeah.
I still have one
of your luck.
No, one of my hero points.
Oh,
I want to save these people.
Right.
So then because they seem to be very big tough robot people. Because that was just a 10 and my so that would have been an 8 and then with an 8 plus 10, so just an 18. Which I mean that's not bad. You know what? In that case, no, we'll let it be an 18.
All right, that hits.
Hey, and then for the second one, well, then that hits because that's even higher. That's a 12, so that would be a 20 altogether.
All right, so what's the DC of that plus the extra 2 for your power?
27.
27. Describe what it looks like when you I say they've already landed on the ground, so not in the sky or anything. But what does it look like when you take?
Are they like fully autonomous, or are there people in them?
There's, I mean, based on their movements, you would think there's people in them.
Oh, well then in that case, I'm not going to shoot them through the fucking. Well, they're terrorizing innocent human beings. So yeah, arrow directly through like where I would imagine like the head of a robot would be.
The visor.
Yeah, like the visor, but I'm more so like not aiming for like where a face would be, but like where I would picture like a console would be. Like so, like
what?
more like chin-ish.
Okay.
Area.
I mean, you're shooting at a person. I just want to be clear about this. So
it is a person.
Yeah, sorry. That based on the way it's moving, there's a person inside of it.
Okay. I was like, oh, they were just really. I'm picturing like the Iron Man, like what do you call them, robots?
The sentries.
Yeah, the sentries. Tony Stark is a war criminal. Fuck Tony Stark. Hate that man.
It's just really been a chance for you to air all of your superhero grievances tonight.
Tony Stark and Oliver Queen are pretty much the same.
Anyway, what are you doing?
Where the fuck? Because I'm not trying to kill people, but they are rounding people up. It's giving religious persecution. So, chat, do I want to shoot him in the head or what?
I like that. I know it was from before, but I like the idea that Squires is about this. It's from before you asked. But...
Oh, I was like, oh, he said, okay, yeah, Squire said. Um,
Yep.
he's like, go for the head. All right,
Yeah,
Squire
all right.
said.
All right. So yeah, you take aim with these two arrows and you let them fly, and this like ray of light just streams down the street as each of the arrow finds purchase in their heads. And you see them sparks kind of go flying from where it hit, and then they both just fall to the ground.
Okay.
And you see everybody kind of just running free now. Like there's a lot of people that seem to just kind of like fled the area.
Mm-hmm. Good.
All right. So we're going to fade out from that scene of Plasar and Dolarzara, and we fade back in to a little out. It's January of 2025 now, so it's been another 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me about the journey that took you from Dolarzara back to Florida.
Well, now that I am in Florida, I am missing Dolarzara because I'm in Florida. Roughly the 6th ring of hell. I have fought alligators, Florida Man, and Ron DeSantis himself. And now I am slowly narrowing down my scope of vision to try to find Earl Hemlock.
All right. And roll me an investigation check.
Not Doc being like, shoot him in the groin.
People have spoken.
What are my rolls today? Jesus Christ.
What we call shitty.
Yeah, fucking for real though.
I can't even see them, and I can tell from your reaction.
Yeah, I mean it was a 10, so like it's very literally the middle of the road.
Yeah, I was saying that's not that bad.
But okay, investigation. Oh, I have a really good investigation. So 22.
22. All right. Yeah, you're able to track down. Apparently, there is a tattoo artist by the name of Earl Hemlock. You kind of do a little research. He's a little on the smaller scale. You kind of find some people talking about him online. You show off some of his work.
Oh, I thought you meant like a little person.
What? What did I say?
Like he's on the smaller scale. So I was thinking like so literally.
Sorry, I meant in terms of his reach. His
no, I
influence.
got there. Yeah, he's not Insta famous. Okay.
And yeah, you eventually track down to this little tattoo parlor. And when you walk on in, you see a gentleman. He's got gray hair pulled back in a pretty short ponytail. He's wearing like a leather vest, kind of a jacket. And he's kind of got it. Looks like he has a tie-dye shirt on underneath.
Oh no. He's either gonna be the best guy or the fucking worst. There's no in between with these kind of people.
Hey man, how's it going? What brings you in today?
Yeah, I'm looking for Earl.
Yeah, that's me, man. I'm Earl. You coming for a tattoo?
I want to oh hey Earl, I want to like put my hand out for like a handshake, and then like once he like goes and like shakes my hand, I want to say I'm Trevor Bennett.
No way! Oh my God, Trevor! Oh my gosh, you've all grown up, haven't you?
Yeah, prison will do that to you.
Yeah, I remember. I haven't seen you since you were a real little kid.
Yeah, I've been putting together some pieces recently, and I recently got to see my old friend Joel Stewart, and he sent me on over here. He said last he heard you were around Sunset Beach, so I said let me go give Earl a visit, see if he might be able to answer a question or two for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, you mean about your parents?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm here to talk about.
That's a damn shame what happened to them.
Yeah, I mean, I seem to be talking to everybody and their mom, but nobody seems to have any answers about what happened that night.
I mean, I was always told that it was an accident. What got you thinking otherwise? I mean, I'm glad to give you the play-by-play of what happened, from my perspective.
Yeah, the spell they were doing was a spell of nothing but goodness and pure intentions. There's no magical, logical, extraplanar reason why a spell like that would have failed or backfired should it not have been sabotaged.
I mean, I guess you got a point. They were they were both with you, kind of doing the thing. And, it almost seemed like everything kind of just turned on its head all of a sudden. There was just kind of fiery, painful energy kind of all through the area. I was kind of in the back of the area, so I couldn't see too well, but I could feel the heat emanating off everything from even that distance. So seems like it was real bad. I'm trying to think about who else was there. A couple others got caught up in the mix and didn't make it out either. I'm glad to, saying, I've been glad to, see Joel once or twice here and there. I think I heard Amy got out.
Yeah, I've gotten to chat with both Amy and Joel, and I don't know, they seem to have led me here and to hope that you might know something that might be able to shed some light.
Gotcha. I'd be glad to, give me a little time to think on it and see if there's anything else I can really, any kind of details I can think of. But, I kind of left that all in the past,
Yeah, I mean, I can see this is very much an about face change here. What do you say? I can come back and talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah. I might be able to hook you up with something special here.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
I've still, I'll say, don't think I've left everything in the past. I give a little spin, a little shine on these works of art. You see.
Mm-hmm. I see some damn good work here, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what tomorrow brings, Earl.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
And then like once we wrap up, I want to like leave the shop, but I want to like basically like stake out Earl and see what he's doing when I leave.
When he leaves, you kind of watch, and someone does come in, gets a tattoo. It's actually we're gonna say it's a pair of teenagers. And from what little you can gather, it sounds like they're getting some kind of like best friends forever tattoo.
Oh.
Um,
How cute.
and they get it and they seem really happy. The two of them leave, and then a little while later, a man about your age comes in, and you see him talking with Joel for a little bit. And they both kind of give kind of a look outside. They don't see you. And you see him slip something into Earl's hand, and Earl nods, goes back towards the register, drops it off. And you see them. He sits down to give this guy a tattoo, and he's given a tattoo, and you see kind of an energy emanating off of the tattoo gun as he does it.
Ooh, cool.
And he finishes that up in just a little bit, and the guy gets up, takes a look at it, and shakes Earl's hand and goes to leave. And yeah, not too long after that, though, you see couple gents kind of walk on up. Everyone else has been kind of driving because it's Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And you wouldn't recognize them necessarily, but what you in terms of like from the news or anything like that, or you're not really that tapped into certain aspects of the world, but they're all wearing lizard themed outfits.
Okay.
We're talking kind of like not Party City, God, like a fancy Halloween costume is how I would describe it.
Oh, okay.
Like a well-made fancy Halloween costume.
Oh, they're gonna go to Gatorland.
And one of them, you realize a few moments in, this big hulking like 8-foot brute. He turns towards you, and you realize he's got an actual gator face.
Oh, this is fucking goddamn. What is that group called? The
League
of not the League of Lizards.
Someone here is gonna get it right.
Fuck me up, Callan. I'm calling in the contact.
Yeah, phone a friend.
I have the connected advantage. I can call somebody in.
I'm just seeing if anybody in the chat can give it away to Dan.
Oh, fuck me.
He's so close. He's so close.
Name? It's the Sisterhood of the Snake.
No, but that's a fun idea for like a splinter group.
Um,
You were closer earlier.
the League of Lizards, the Lizard League,
The Lizard Legion.
Lizard Legion. God damn it!
I'll say a lot of people in the chat were pretty close. Kate, you're doing just fine. We're not holding anybody. Really, this was a call for Callan. We were seeing if he was still watching.
She doesn't even go here.
Grant was close, but for copyright reasons, it's not that.
Wait, what is Lizard League a thing?
Yeah, that's from Invincible.
It is
99% certain, but we're gonna keep rolling.
Okay. Also, I need to watch this new season.
So yeah, you see a gentleman with a large brooding lizard man with a gator face.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of them look more like they're wearing like fancy costumes.
Okay.
And they go into the shop with Earl, and you can't tell what they're talking, but Earl looks scared shitless.
Oh, okay. So they're not pals. Okay. Oh, I know what I want to do. Kind of. I don't know if this is gonna be There's how many guys?
Let's say 6 of them plus the big guy.
Oh, sorry, Earl. You're on your own. That's a lot of guys.
All right. Well, yeah, this big guy picks him up by the throat, kind of shakes him around a bit, and then drops him on the ground. And the other 6 guys kind of pick him up and look like they're about to leave, and they're gonna take him.
Oh, so fuck. Okay. Ooh. But he did put that thing in the register, and I really only need that. No, I did just shoot 2 things in the head. I should balance that out. It's all about give and take.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get fine. So in that case, what I want to do is kind of like rush into the shop to and be like, "Oh, hey, Earl, I forgot. Hello."
Is what the big guy does towards you. And yeah, these other guys all turn out and they kind of pull out some blasters.
Guns.
Like blaster guns, not they don't shoot lead is really the takeaway.
Oh, okay. No, I was a murder hobo. Now I'm trying to save the guy.
Yeah, he was a murder hobo in Dolar Zara. It's a different place over there.
Yeah, diplomatic immunity. It's kind of like Yardak, but not quite.
Not quite.
Not quite.
I love the idea of Dan going to another country and just claiming diplomatic immunity.
Be like, no, I murdered him in a different country. You can't do anything about it here. Here to solve a murder with more murder.
To be fair, that is kind of what you did, because you were like, if you did a murder, you gotta be brought in for it, Joel, and then you killed those guys.
I was saving people. They were innocent, and I do it again.
So yeah, these lizard guys pull out some blasters and look a mite bit miffed at you, let's say.
And then I want to act like I'm like, whoa, what's the problem here, guys? What are you doing with Earl?
And the big one looks at him and goes, "Take him too."
In that case, we said there's I'm not being a murder hobo. I'm trying to save Earl.
Dan is getting accused of being a murder hobo when he's actually doing the opposite for once.
for once.
Anyway, what are you doing? These 6 guys are approaching.
I'll explain extradition to you later. I know what extradition is.
Yeah, these 6 guys are approaching you.
I'm trying to think of how tough they would be. Okay, so I still have 1 hero point. No, Earl doesn't have to die. The chicks were wrong about this one.
What?
Grant said Earl had to die.
Yeah, what did you say?
There's a whole song called Earl Had to Die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That just went over my head.
Um.
Oh, the chicks. There we go. Now I'm
Yeah.
all caught up.
Fuck. Okay, so then what I'll do is I'll take both a light blade in each hand, and just kind of do oh, remember in Serenity when River goes into the final battle and then she
Yeah.
does that thing where she has both the cleavers and just kind of like
Mhm.
spins?
Yeah.
I want to do that with my light blades.
So you're trying to like hit all 6 of them?
Hopefully.
All right. You know what? Let's say that's an area effect then. You are going to be power stunting to be able to do that.
Okay.
And what is the DC of what is the damage normally?
The damage of my light blades is 7 with a DC of 26.
So to make that
Now he's become a blender.
we're gonna lower that to 25 to make it within power level limits. Your PL 10.
I'm just so strong.
And let me see. There's 6 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And okay. Yeah, you take down 5 of these guys. Like you like barrel you combat roll into the center of them and then stand up, just wheel, and you pull your blades out of the ether and just slice into a bunch of them. And only one of them is able to like back away. So it's the big guy and this one guy. But you do have takedown 2, so
then in that case, and it has to be the same sort of attack, right?
correct.
All right. In that case, I become a Beyblade once again. Let her rip.
All right. So for this one, I'm going to have you. Oh no, sorry. Actually, yeah. For this one, I'm going to have you roll the attack check because this time it's not going to be
a power stunt.
Yeah. Just to simplify things.
So it's a 10 again.
Okay.
I don't know why my dice wants to be a fucking 10 today. So then plus the 9, so that make it a 19.
That hits. And what's the DC?
Yay. 26, but you said we were dropping it to 25.
For this, we're gonna say because you're only targeting the one. Yeah, you come back around to this guy and you like dig both of your blades into his shoulder and knock him to the ground, and he goes unconscious.
Hell yeah, bitch. And then, so is it the big guy that's holding Earl?
Well, remember he had dropped him, and the other guys were picking him up, so Earl's just on the ground, and the big guy lets out a roar about this.
So then I go rah, right back.
All right. Well, he's going to go to swipe at you.
Swiper, no swiping.
Well, there's no way you're getting out of that one because I rolled a 20.
Oh.
So yeah, roll a toughness check for me.
Oh no! Will I get infected? Do I become a lizard?
They're not zombies.
I hope I'll get gecko because then I can climb walls. It's a fuck me. What kind of check? Toughness.
Toughness.
Okay, so that's 15.
And it's been a long time, so your damage from earlier is healed.
Oh yeah, months. I would fucking hope so.
Listen, you got stabbed in the side and immediately started trying to do international travel.
Nah, I waited a little bit, and I went to the urgent care. Okay, so that's a 15 plus 9, 24.
Oh boy. So you get walloped upside the head real hard.
Bitch, I was a 24 and he still fucked me up that bad.
I got a nat 20, so it gets a bonus.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, so you're gonna take a -1 and you're dazed.
You're dazed.
How many hero points do you have left? Did you already use your last one?
No, I didn't yet.
Okay. So yeah, you are dazed.
Oh well, I power stunted, so yes, I did.
Unless you want to take the fatigue and have kept it up to you.
You know what? Sure, I'll keep the fatigue. I'd rather not fucking like die from a man gator.
Yeah. Would you like to use that to get rid of the daze instead?
Sure.
All right. Cool. So yeah, he just walloped on you, and now what are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna call Steve Irwin to come back from the dead and get this gator.
Okay.
Give me time. I could summon him. I have ritualist. It could happen.
Write this one down.
Lizard lycanthropy. Lizcanthropy.
No, that's just when you become Liz Lemon from 30 Rock.
That's when you become Liz from Publicity. I got bangs. God, please tell me somebody understands my reference. Please.
Not this guy, but you're funny.
That's because you're a heterosexual. You wouldn't get it.
Oh yeah.
You're not allowed. It's our thing.
Okay. Anyway, what are you doing against this guy who just walloped you upside the head?
So I imagine that like I got thrown to the ground, and
Yeah.
so from the ground I want to take my bow and shoot him up to his big gator snout.
All right. Roll that attack check.
Better than it has been, but not by much. That is a 12 plus 10, 22 with a 25
right.
DC.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Whoosh. He takes a hit to the jaw. He's got some blood coming out of it, but he doesn't seem like he's downed yet. Do you do anything else?
Well, I can stand from prone as a free action, so I'll get up.
And I want to do a little sidebar here. I don't know why Animan would come help. Animan lives in San Francisco.
He has wings. He can fly.
Yeah, I guess technically any character can do that then. Like not wings, but like travel.
Oh, I was like, do we all have wings this whole time?
Yeah, it's the little thing about the Randomverse we never mentioned, that everybody has wings.
Yeah.
That being said, so you're going, what are you doing?
In that case, do I only have one free action, or can I do multiple free actions?
Yeah, there's not really a limit. I mean, I'll let you know if you hit too many free actions.
Okay. Does aiming count as a free action, or is that a standard action?
That's a standard action.
Fuck. In that case, I will move back from homeboy here.
All right. Well, you were on the ground, so you just had to stand up.
Well, no, I have instant up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you kip yourself up then, and you back away. But he immediately closes the distance and goes to slam both fists down on you. So actually, sorry, that would be wrong attack. So you're gonna want to roll a dodge check.
Okay. Oop, fuck me up. Got it.
Nice.
Hell yeah. That's finally a good roll. 16, and my dodge is 11, so 27.
27. All right. Then roll a toughness check.
Fuck.
So
leave me alone, you scaly bitch.
With this, if you roll, if you do good on your dodge, it lowers the toughness check that you have to hit.
Okay. So then it's an 18 plus toughness is 9 is 27.
27. He cracks down into the flooring, sending kind of a shockwave out, but you're able to bounce off the wall and not take any damage from it.
Hell yeah.
All right. And then it's your turn.
How's he looking?
He's a little bloodied because of the shot to the chin, but he doesn't look like he's out.
Okay. In that case, I want to take a -3 to make it stronger and shoot him again.
Go for it.
I rolled a 5.
Do you have any luck left?
No.
I also forget what your total is. So
that's a -3, so it's a 2 plus 10, so that's a 12.
12. Yeah, that is gonna go wide. Would you like to take an extra standard action? You're gonna hurt yourself real bad, but you could do it again.
No, I'd rather.
Well, I guess by hurt yourself real bad, you're gonna be you're gonna be another level of fatigued, which is gonna impair you for a -2 on your rolls now.
I don't want that because motherfucker's strong.
Okay.
Yeah. So in that case, you know what I want to do? I want to yell to Earl and say, Earl, a little fucking help, maybe?
Earl is unconscious. Remember when he was picked up by the neck and shaken? And
well, he's dropped on the ground? I didn't think he was going to be unconscious from that.
All right, I want to be. This hand is big enough to go around his whole neck.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
This thing is huge. Yeah. I say he hasn't been ignoring this. He's been unconscious.
Okay, in that case, he has a reason. So then, in that case, I guess just put if there's a little bit more space, put some more space between me and Gator Man.
I guess if you want to really get more space, you'd want to leave the building, which you do have the distance that you can do.
Well, no, I don't want to fucking leave him in there with Earl and just have him fucking.
I mean, this
kill
guy
Earl.
is fucking. First off, he was trying to take Earl. He wasn't trying to kill Earl. He is focused on you, though. This thing is fighting you. That seems to be its motivator right now.
Do we think he'll follow?
That's a chance you got to take, Dan.
Fuck it. I'll stay in here.
All right. He's gonna wallop on you again then.
Oh.
Actually. Oh, you're lucky. He misses because I know enough now about what your number is. He goes to swing he unfurls his tail, which has like a spike on the end. He goes to swing it at you, but he misses it, hits the wall.
With a spike? He's a gator ankylosaur? What?
Yeah, he's not a regular human, so why?
Well, I got that from the gator part, Robert.
Anyway, it's your turn now.
Not a regular human. Fuck off. I knew that.
But he hit the wall so hard the building like shakes a bit.
Okay. Well, in that case, hopefully we're gonna like please. We're gonna try the same thing. We're gonna do a -3.
Okay.
And dear God, please. That's a 4.
I can't read that.
It is a 4.
All right, put your camera back.
That is worse than a 5.
What
the fuck is my luck today?
Yeah, if you got another die, it might be the time. Yeah, that's
in that case,
miss.
I hold on. I have an exact reference for this.
Okay. Oh boy. Chat, it's not looking great for Equinox right now.
So in that case, when I take that shot and it goes so wide, I do this. And then I run. I run out the building.
All right.
And I hope he follows.
Yeah, he is in hot pursuit. He smashes through the doorway. Like when he first walked in, he had to like duck underneath, but he just smashes through, like hulking through. And the building shakes again. And he goes and he picks up like basically this big propane like tank, like a big one, like I would have to like put my arms around it, and he
can I extra effort and like shoot it when he has it raised above his head?
So that wouldn't be extra effort. That would be a like an instant reaction. So that's because it's extra effort, something you do on your turn. But he tosses it at you, but he, because of his shot to the jaw, it looks like he kind of threw it and it kind of crashes near you, but not on you.
Okay.
And then that's his turn. So now it's your turn again. And just looking behind him, you can see it looks like Earl's starting to kind of like shake awake.
Okay, now that we have a little bit of distance, can I try to shadow bind him?
It's Florida in the middle of the day.
Oh, it's that early? Fuck.
Yeah, that's how 2 whole people were able to get tattoos so far.
Tattoo shops are open fairly late.
That's fair. I think Earl seems like he wants to stay up late.
It's Florida. Time's not real.
He wants to get home and watch Matlock. The new one? The real one? You don't know.
You don't know. But Kathy Bates is in all of them.
Yeah. The new one. I like the new one. Anyway.
Okay, so no, I didn't realize it was middle of the fucking day. Well,
I say there is some shadows in the area, but not like right where he's at.
Yeah.
You'd have to like guide him to them.
Motherfucker, are we gonna try this for the 3rd time then? I think we will. Okay. I want this -3 to work.
All right.
So
I believe in you.
This is the 3rd time for the -3. So by the laws of whatever, it has to work.
By the laws of whatever.
Mm-hmm. It's better than it was. That's an 11. -3 is 8. Plus 10 is 18.
That hits.
God bless.
So what's the new DC on that?
28.
Well.
Fuck you, Gator Man, and your spiky ass tail.
Yeah, what does it look like when you take this guy out?
I want to shoot him once again in his stupidly long snout from like the underneath, but in such a way that he goes ass over tea kettle like a bowling pin.
Yeah, you catch him in the snout, and it looks like it just takes him clean off of his feet. Like he goes pretty much horizontal before slamming down to the ground. Like that's how hard of the force it was. And he's still like his arms moving, so he's not dead, but he is definitely like out. And Earl at this point wakes up, sees him on the ground, and like snaps his fingers. And some dirt basically just comes up off the ground and like binds him down.
Ooh, dirt mage. Okay. It's the dirt magus.
It's not the dirt magus.
Oh man, it is now.
A thing that no one else knows about except you, pretty much.
Oh no.
It's okay, buddy. You just keep on keeping on.
That's a little secret for us and not you.
So yeah, Earl has woken up. This thing is bound to the ground. The other guys are still unconscious. What do you do?
Turn to Earl and go, Earl, what the fuck?
Oh man, Trevor, I owe you like $1 million right now. I did a tattoo for one of their guys, and apparently didn't take the way they liked or didn't do exactly what they thought it was going to do, and they were going to have my hide about it.
Okay, so I mean, I obviously feel like he's telling me the truth about that, but I mean, life-threatening altercation notwithstanding, now that this happened, I don't quite really want to stay here too much longer, but have you had a chance to think about what we talked about? You got anything for me?
Yeah, you know what? Let me go grab my address book. There's one other person I can think of, who might know something. Let me make a phone call. And do you think you might be able to help get these guys cleaned up? I'm going to also call someone about coming to collect them.
Cleaned up as in get rid of the bodies?
Just like gather them up. No.
What? Oh, I was like, what is he asking me to do here?
Get them out of my shop.
Okay, yeah, I'll drag them all outside in a heap.
All right. And he disappears for a while, and he says, all right.
Oh, bye, Doc. Bye, Grant.
Bye, guys. So, oh, geez, I need to go to Twitch and apparently delete some freaking spam. Give me 1 second while I take care of that, because I don't like having spammers in the chat. Boo to spammers in the chat.
The only spam I like is fried spam and fried rice.
Boo to Dan for saying things like that.
Bitch, you even had spam fried rice? That shit fucking, slap your dick.
No, just for making puns. That's...
Oh, it wasn't even a pun. I just fucking love spam fried rice. Oh, well, look who it is.
I'm working on getting rid of it. Oh, you meant Brandon.
I was like, well, damn.
I didn't realize what you're referring to. I'm trying to get rid of this spam on Twitch so we can finish on up here about the adventures of Equinox.
Well, he ain't chimed in.
Yeah, what? Been here the whole time.
I'm supposed to bounce off of you. It's what I do.
All right.
I need your zig so I can zag. I need your bada so I can bing.
How do I get rid of freaking mod view? There we go. I think sometimes I don't really understand how Discord works. Draw shield mode. It's not giving me as far. Sorry, folks. Sorry for the delay.
It's only just the one post. We can just continue.
Yeah, it's not giving me. I see. Thank you, Brandon. Let's ban. All right, where were we? So yeah, you gather up these guys inside of or outside of Earl's shop, and Earl walks on out. He says, "There was another guy. His name is Oliver Saxon. I think you might have met him as a kid. I forget, but anyway, he might know where to go. He's been jumping all around, but I called in a favor. And looks like he's heading to a little spot up in Connecticut. So I think you should try and meet up with him there, and maybe he'll be able to give you some answers.
Oliver Saxon, you said?
Yeah.
All right. This is the fourth person. I hope finally gives me some answers.
All right, Trevor. Good luck. I got to get this taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, gator, spiky tail, a lot of lizard people. I guess it's true what they say about Florida. Y'all are fucking crazy down here.
Yeah, that's true. And I think that is where we fade out from the adventures of Equinox.
Not the last thing Equinox does is slander Florida. Mood.
It makes sense. But yeah, this has been our first solo stream. Want to take an opportunity to say this because I don't do this as often for the live shows. Masks and Mayhem uses the game Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition by our friends at Green Ronin Publishing. Check the link in the show notes to get your own copy of the game. You get 5% off, and it helps us keep the lights on. You can also help support us by making a one-time donation or becoming a monthly member through our Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/mayhemcast. The episode was written, produced, and sent to Florida by myself, R.C. Byler. The role of Equinox is played by the illustrious Dan. The music heard tonight was by our own Pope Brandon Brownson. Additional social media links, blog posts, and episodes can be found on our website at masksandmayhem.com.
You said keep the lights on from a completely dark room, you dum-dum.
Well, I got one. I only got one. I need more. I got one big one.
That's a lot to say on stream.
Oh, shoot. Did not realize I was going to loop. All right, Dan. Well, do you have anything you'd like to say to folks before we say goodnight?
Yeah, Florida's not great. The Gators aren't the worst of it. Had a fun time though. Keep on tuning in. We had some chat interaction. That was fun.
Yeah. And if you'd like to see more of these solo streams, let us know. They're kind of nice because they're a little easier to schedule and put together. And I love, getting to do more live stuff. It's always fun.
Yeah, it was very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, especially when we do certain scenes where it's one character, even when it's just me and Rachel, even just having one character having a scene for even a few minutes, you're kind of because it's not you having to actively think about what you're doing next. You kind of your mind wanders sometimes. So then, but this is just you're constantly I'm in it.
Dan, I can't believe you just told everyone live on air that you have ADHD.
Dave, listen to me. If you haven't picked up on those context clues, then maybe you need to be looked at.
Through the power of editing. But I do want to say thank you so much for folks that have been in the chat tonight. Rachel, thanks for being here. Squire and Pope. I didn't realize you were there for the longest time. Kate, thanks for sticking with us. And I think Grant and Doc had already headed out. But yeah, we had a nice little group today.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Squire told me to kill somebody. Somebody.
Doc told you to shoot someone in the groin, and you didn't.
No.
That's growth.
I'm gay. I won't hurt those.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.